so it's kind of a little bit similar to what Paula and Gary were saying, but it seems to me that when people come to engage in a place, do an activity, that on the one hand you need a pipeline of people that can lead those activities and that have marine skills. So whereas all around the coast there would have been folks that were going out fishing or cutting seaweed, were able to handle a currach, row a boat, knew the shoreline, and those skills, if they're lost, and if we disengage from the sea, then having a good sustainable industry, marine tourism industry, is going to be harder to do. And then on the other hand, from a folklore, local knowledge point of view, there's probably very few kids now under the age of 45, if you call them kids, who could go down to a beach and tell the difference between Carrigeen and Dilsk, for example. If they're leading a walk with tourists and trying to do something sustainable, interesting, they don't have that basic knowledge. All around Connemara, every decent-sized rock has a name, had a name. So, people would say that I was fishing just off Loch na Dráinne or Loch na Gliborge, and everybody knew where those places were. And those are really important pieces of the folklore and of the engagement with the marine tourism facility resource. So 10 years ago, people would come to Ireland and go disappointed because the people they met in pubs and restaurants were Eastern Europeans. They weren't getting the friendly Irish welcome. They weren't getting a bit of a chat about what was happening. And I think sustainable tourism, it may be, well and good to be able to go out sailing, to have a walk along the cliffs of Moher, to go on an ecotourism adventure. But if you can't engage with the local community, it will be less sustainable, less enriching, and there is less knowledge about our marine resource now because kids, youngsters are not engaging with it. So the idea was to actually, feeding a little bit of what you were saying, was to really push marine education back down, get people engaging and understanding with, and then they'll understand the value and engage more, I think, positively with the concept that stuff, that the veil, Yvonne used the word, the veil is over the marine, that the veil is over, they'll understand it a bit more, and they'll understand why to protect it and perhaps even how to protect it.